Hello students, welcome once again to online platform of Little Flower School, Salempur. Good morning to everyone. This is Archana Mishra with GSCO class 4th. In last 4 days, we have studied our first chapter and that was about the plants. And the name of the chapter was Adaptation in Plants. Today we will start with the new chapter, chapter number 2, Plants Making Food. We will study about plants again. Here, before studying this chapter, let's think something about the plants. How do plants live? Then, what is main food making part of a plant? What is main food making part of a plant? When I was teaching you last chapter, I told one thing that they are autotrophs or they can make their food themselves. So, if they can make their food themselves, what is that part which is responsible for making their food? Then, how can we say that plants are living things? I told that when I was teaching you about this adaptation, I told that plants are living things, and here in this chapter we will give reason for this, that why plants are living things or why they are called as living things. Now, these are the things which we have to understand in this chapter. So, let's start with the topic. Get ready everyone for studying our new chapter. Okay? Yes. I hope that all of you have completed your written work of the first chapter. We did it into 2 days. First day I gave you exercise and the second day I gave you give reasons and then question answer. Complete it and learn it also. Okay? Today we are going to start this chapter. Let's study about the plants. First thing, if we talk, what is plants? Or how can we define that these plants are living things? Plants are the fundamental building blocks of life on earth. What are they? They are fundamental building blocks of life on the earth. What I told? That these plants are fundamental building blocks of life on the earth. Why it is called so? Because they are the one on whom every one of us depends for their food. All people or all the food which we eat or which the people eat either comes directly from the plant or indirectly from the plants. Either they come directly from the plants or indirectly from the plants. Only plants can make their food. Plants make their food in the leaves where they make their food. First important point about the plants is they make their food in leaves. Where do they make their food? They make their food in the leaves. Where do they make? In the leaves. Okay? This is the first important thing about the plants. That remember it, this is important point. These plants make their food in their leaves, and as we say that the food which we eat, the people eat, either comes directly from the plant or indirectly from the plant. So we can tell that leaves are nature's food factories. What can we say that? What can we say about leaves? Leaves are the nature's food factories. Nature's food factories. Leaves are nature's food factories. Leaves are nature's food factories. Why is it called so? Because plants make the food in their leaves. Okay? Is it clear? Yes. Now, we know that these plants make their food in leaves. Then what is the factor? What is the factor or what is the reason that plants make the food in leaves only but not in other parts? What is the special feature of these leaves? These leaves contain a pigment which is called chlorophyll. Leaves contain a pigment. Leaves contain a pigment. Leaves contain a pigment called chlorophyll. And this chlorophyll gives green color to the plant. This chlorophyll gives the green color to the leaves or chlorophyll. Due to chlorophyll, the color of leaf is green or the leaves are green due to presence of the chlorophyll. Once again we will study that. We know that the plants make their food in the leaves and that's why they are called the nature's food factories. Okay? And what is the factor which is responsible for making the food here? That is chlorophyll, and this chlorophyll gives green color to the leaves, and not only it gives green color but also it helps plants to make their food, helps in making food. It helps in making food for the plants, helps in making food. This is all about the leaves or where the food is prepared in case of plants. Where it is prepared? It is prepared in the leaves and that's why it's called the nature's food factories. Clear? Clear to everyone? What is important pigment in the leaf? Chlorophyll. And chlorophyll serves two functions. One is it gives green color to the leaf, and second one, it helps in making the food. Now we have studied that these plants are now able to prepare the food. But what is the process that is involved in that? That we will study. And how do they make their food? How do they make their food? Let's see that. And what is the process responsible for? What is the process responsible for making of the food? Let's see. In the presence of sunlight, plants take in water through their roots from the soil. Now, sun is there, and from here it gets sunlight. What it gets? Sunlight. In presence of sunlight, whenever there is sunlight, the root of the plant, it is inside the soil, no? And from the soil, it takes water from the soil, and they take in a gas called the carbon dioxide from the air. They take the carbon dioxide gas from the air, and now sunlight is there. Then what more thing is there? It is taking water from the soil. So sunlight plus water, sunlight from the sun, water from the soil, then carbon dioxide, carbon dioxide. This is taken from the air, and this gives, or this is used in case of plants to, this plant use sunlight to turn water and carbon dioxide into glucose and oxygen. In presence of sunlight, water and carbon dioxide is converted into glucose and oxygen. What is the result of this mixing? Glucose and oxygen is produced, and this is whole process for making food. Process of making food. Process of making food for plants. Okay, process of making food for plants. Process of making food for plants. Once again I am telling you how it is done. Whenever there is sunlight or in the presence of sunlight, plants take water from the soil through their roots, and they take carbon dioxide from air, and these plants use this water and carbon dioxide in presence of sunlight to turn into glucose and oxygen. Oxygen is the gas in the air that we need to breathe. What is this oxygen? Breathing gas. Breathing gas. For whom? Breathing gas for the animals and human beings. Breathing gas. And now this glucose is remaining. Glucose is a kind of what? Sugar. This glucose is sugar. Glucose is sugar. Oxygen is breathing gas and glucose is sugar. Glucose is sugar. Plants use glucose as food for their energy. This is what? Plant food. This is what? Plant food. This is used by the plants for getting energy and as a building block for their growth. This is glucose is plant food, and it is used for getting the energy and for building block for the growth of the plant. And if there is extra food, that is converted into starch. If there is extra food, what happens with the extra food? With the extra food is converted into starch. Extra food is converted into starch. Extra food is converted into starch. Okay, this. And where this starch gets stored? This starch gets stored in root, stems. This starch gets stored in the either root, stems, leaves, roots, stems, leaves, or flowers. Once again we will recall. And what we eat, we usually eat those parts of the plant which have food stored in them. Which part of the plant we eat? We eat that part of the plant in which the food is stored. The way plants turn water and carbon dioxide into glucose and oxygen, or into oxygen and sugar is called the photosynthesis. I told you this is process of making food for plants. What is scientific name or special name for this process? This is nothing but the photosynthesis. What is that? Photosynthesis. Before starting the chapter, I told you one thing, that we will be studying how do the plants make their food. How do the plants make their food? And now we have studied how they make the food and what is the name of that process by which the plants make their food. Once again we will recall what we have studied. We have studied several things. One we studied is that plants are the fundamental building blocks of life on the earth. And second one we studied that all the food that people eat, either they come directly from the plants or indirectly from the plants. Then next we studied that only plants can make food. Then we studied that plants make food in the leaves. Then we studied that leaves are nature's food factories. Further we studied why food is prepared in leaves, because it contains a pigment which is called chlorophyll, and this chlorophyll serves two functions. One is it gives green color to leaves, and second one, what it does, it helps in making the food. Then we studied that in the presence of sunlight, water and carbon dioxide is used by plants to turn into glucose and oxygen, and this oxygen helps in breathing, or called the breathing gas, and this glucose is one form of the sugar, and this serves as the plant food. And suppose if there is extra sugar, it is converted into starch and it is stored in roots, stems, leaves or the flowers. And whole process of making the food is called the photosynthesis. And which part of the plant we eat? The plants which have extra food stored in them, that is eaten by us. Now we will talk about one activity, and that activity is to show that green leaf contains starch. What is the aim of that activity? We will study one activity to show that leaves contain starch. Which activity? Activity is to show that one activity we will study. And what is the aim of that activity? To show that green leaf contains starch. To show that green leaf contains starch. What does it contain? It contains starch. Let's see that activity. What all materials we need? We need green leaf. Materials required for this activity is green leaf. What we need? These materials are the green leaf, then water, then beaker, then gas burner, spirit and iodine solution. Once again I will share the materials which is needed for doing this activity. Green leaf, water, then beaker, then gas burner, then spirit, iodine solution. This much is needed. Now what we have to do? We have to place the leaf into boiling water for a minute. First of all, we have to boil the water. Then into that, we have to place the leaf for 1 minute. Why we have to do like that? In order to make it soften, or in order to soften the leaf. Now, we have to place the leaf into a test tube, and that test tube must contain spirit. That test tube must contain spirit. Now, we have to place the test tube in a beaker of hot water for 10 minutes. Now, we have to place the same test tube in a beaker for the beaker of hot water, means that water is very hot. In that we have to place it for 10 minutes, and then we have to wash the leaf in cold water. Now we can see that the green color of the leaf is lost. Now it is not green because we are putting it into the boiling water and hot water, no? We have to spread the leaf on a dish. Now we have to put few drops of iodine solution on it with a dropper. What we have to do? We have to put iodine solution with a dropper. Dropper, have you seen the dropper? All of you have seen, but you are not remembering. Two examples of dropper I will give. One, you are using for filling the ink in fountain pen. You are not using fountain pen, but your elder brothers or sisters may be using, no? In that we are using, no? And then again, for when you are taking the syrup, cough medicine, in that also dropper comes. Okay. In order to suck the solution, we have to use this dropper, then put on the leaf. And we can see that leaf turns into blue-black color. In which color leaf turns? First it was green, and after putting the iodine solution, it turns into blue-black color. Which color? Blue-black color. And this shows that starch is present in the leaf. It means starch is present. Starch is present in leaf. Once again I will tell what all things you have to do. We have to place the leaf into boiling water for a minute to make it soften. Then we have to place the leaf into test tube in which spirit is there. Then we have to place the test tube in a hot water for around 10 minutes. Now we have to wash the leaf in cold water. We can see that green color of the leaf is lost. After putting the iodine solution, we can see that same leaf which was green in color, now it has turned into blue-black color, which shows that starch is present in the leaf. Okay? I hope that all of you have written the important points which I wrote on the board. For today, this much is enough. Tomorrow when we come, we will continue from here. Read it and revise it. Thank you, class.